it tells you exactly what you're supposed to do. You know, we've heard this confusing language, people calling it a lockdown order or a shelter in place.
Open up.
I don't think I've ever really pointed this out before, but I have a little library in here. Books of all kinds of genres, and then I also have some graphic novels over here and some comic books because I actually really like to read. So far I have finished 3 books already, but I still have plenty of more books to read. During quarantine I have read this book right here. It's called Strange Truth by Maggie Thrash. I think that's how you pronounce this. It's actually pretty interesting. It's about a high school murder. It's a little bit, like it says, it's a little bit strange. The title should have been a good giveaway of how the book would be, but it was pretty good. I mean, I read it in about 2 days. And then this one I actually really, really liked. It's called The Couple Next Door by Shari LaPena. This one's about a little baby being kidnapped, and they try to figure out who did it, and it's actually really, really interesting. I read this one in a day. The last book that I read was this one, which is In a Dark, Dark Wood by Ruth Ware. And all 3 of these books, I actually got them last year on my put it back later. I got all 3 of those books last year at my anniversary trip when I went to Portland to the biggest bookstores over there, and it was amazing. And I came home with like, I don't even know how many books, probably like 10 books, and each of those were in my pile of books. I tried reading this one, In the Woods. I'm not saying it's bad or anything, it's just, I don't know if it's just me, but for some reason, whenever the writing inside the book pages stretches all the way to the margins and is pretty small, like, it just makes me feel like I'm gonna take forever reading a book. I know it sounds weird, but definitely, like, compared to this one, like, the writing just feels more like spaced out. Like, that's like super tight together, and then this one's a little bit more spaced out. And to me, this is easier to read. Like, these sort of pages are easier to read than these sort of pages. That might just be me though, like the way my brain, yeah, like, I don't know, I just feel like it's easier to read when it's more spaced out, and my brain can capture things a little bit better. Because when I try to read this, I reread the same paragraph over and over again, and that's the reason why I can't get into this book. It's not even that it's like all bad or anything, like, it's actually pretty interesting, like the plot behind it. I just need to have more patience and have like my eyes be like nice and rested before I can tackle this book. So I don't know if you notice a theme here, but all of these books have been kind of murder mystery books, and that's kind of one of my favorite genres. But then I also have girly books, like this one, which is called Don't Date Rosa Santos, and I started reading it, but I haven't really been in the mood for it. I usually leave these type of books for after I have read something more intense, like this one, which is called Forgive Me, Leonard Peacock. I still haven't read this one, but it's from the same author of Silver Linings Playbook, which I absolutely love. So I'm assuming this is going to be just as intense. I think it has to do with mental illness as well. Yeah, it does. Yeah, that one's a little bit too intense for the time being, so I'm probably just gonna continue reading some murder mystery books. I think I might do this one. By the way, I have read the majority of the books that I own, I want to say, but I still have some books that I haven't picked up yet, because I honestly just like having like the option of reading a brand new book. But then I also like keeping old books because sometimes I like to reread them, especially if it's been like years since I've read them. And I don't know, I just feel like it's like the first time I read them, because I mean I rewatch movies all the time, so yeah, it's kind of the same thing for me. I think it'd be pretty cool to like talk about books and have like a book club virtually. So if anybody's interested in that, let me know. So we're taking a cute little tour of the backyard because my suegro cleaned it up so that we would have somewhere to go when we're feeling a little bit caged in.
This is where they cut down the trees. They're like right there and like over there. You see those stump over there?
Oh yeah. The neighbors had to ask them to cut down a tree because they were worried it was gonna fall on their house.
There's the library. Literally right there. And then right there's the trail.
Oh yeah, I see it. Oh, look at the red robin.
Huh?
Red robin. Bye birds. That looks really nice.
I wanted to plant more trees.
Look, there's another red robin right there. It's like a little forest. Now we're gonna play some frisbee because we're bored.
When you throw it, let it go like right here to your thing red, flicks, the wrist flicks. So if you throw it from right here, it's gonna go over here.
Okay.
It is a jump with twerk legs. Twerk legs, I'm gonna show you because you're like, what is that? Okay, so Anna's gonna do your modified version. Third down. Whew. Yes. Come on. All right. Now, me and Casey.
Honestly, this quarantine life has me feeling kind of bummed out. I mean, it's nice because I'm quarantined with my husband, so I mean, we have each other. But we have been struggling to have a normal sleep schedule. We get up at like 2 to 4 p.m. every single day. And we don't go to sleep until like 3 to 5 in the morning. So that's not very cool. And it's not even like we're not being productive. I mean, we have been cleaning, doing laundry, trying to go outside, even in just the backyard to try to get some exercise in. I worked out a couple of times, like through YouTube videos. But yeah, my motivation is like non-existent, mostly because there's nothing for me to really do. I'm gonna do my makeup to see if that'll motivate me to feel good. We will see. Today I played around with these two palettes and created this yellow-blue look. I feel very 80s at the moment with this hair. I don't even know what day of quarantine we're in. I just know that we have like 3 more weeks to go. So, yeah. Should be fun.
Right now.
Yeah.
I'm scared.
Don't be scared.
These are
You'll like
my
it.
kind of people. All right, just a few more blocks. We're almost to our new
I promise
house.
you won't cry.
You're a freaking liar.
I've already been in it forever.
I know I am. That's why I don't want to watch it.
Because
Les!
We're on our daily walk. It's got a letter. I wonder who it's from.
It's from Mia. It's a rainbow. I think it says Mia's name on there. See, she wrote her own name.
Aww.
And then she wrote our names too. She wrote to Tia Leslie and Tio Oyo. Love Mia. And she even dated it.
Wow, she's so smart.
I know.
It looks exactly like her handwriting.
It does. Well, because this one is with the pen. This one's with the,
Oh, the
marker. So
she writes better with the
yeah,
marker.
it's a little bit different.
Yeah. It's 3 a.m. and we're eating our 3rd dinner. He makes really good burgers. It's 4 p.m. and it's time to wake up to another gloomy day. The only reason I opened my window is just to see those little guys. Is anybody else losing it at this point? It's already April 2nd, so we've been in quarantine for quite some time already, and the last couple of days I felt so unmotivated and just like poopy. But but I refuse to let myself fall into a hole again. So that's why I decided to work out today, because usually when I work out, I feel good. I should probably start doing art because I need to do something productive that makes me feel good. What day is it?
March. April.
Day 526 in quarantine.
No, it's April 3rd, I think, right?
Yeah. I'm so cold.
Me too.
But we needed to get out of the house because we were both having really bad anxiety and stomach aches.
Yeah.
We're just going around the block.
Look at that sky.
It looks like it's on fire. I'm better with my left hand.
Where'd it go?
I have no idea.
It's stuck in there.
I cut a little bit of that off of the inner core. I think it can make it a...
It smells good. It smells really good. Good job. It's so eerie driving by the mall and seeing it completely
empty fucking
empty.
lot.
Why did we decide to come to the mall? Because we're feeling nostalgic. Whenever we felt bored or sad or something, we would just come to the mall and walk around. We never even bought anything. We just liked walking around, people watching. And now there's nothing to watch.
Nothing to watch.
They've even closed the parking garage.
Yeah, they don't want people fucking parking there overnight.
What is this?
That's
Oh my
crazy.
God. That's so sad. So abandoned.
So
No,
bad.
you look normal. You're on the other side of the screen now. I can't see you because we're covering half your face.
Are you done?
No, I need you to flip to the other side so I can show you. Look, Mom, I'm in the ocean. It's so warm.
Isn't she crazy?
When I'm rich and famous, I'm gonna live on those houses. I mean, all of the houses.
We'll have to come back here sometime, right?
Yeah. It's so warm. Huh?
With my shades on?
Yeah.